chatty gal.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with telling you guys why I'm wearing these flip-flops. I do know it's winter, but I broke my foot a little bit ago and I still can't put my shoes on. So that's why, but I've had a wonderful time in the winter with flip-flops. But it's been great. I've had so much fun here. We got to go to the Antarctica experience.
Yes.
Today, and then I got to go to an All Blacks experience, which was like my favorite thing because I love the All Blacks. So I'm excited. I got a shirt that has All Blacks on it, so I was so excited to be able to do that. So we are loving New Zealand. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so grateful to be back here and to see so many of you again. And it seems like it's been so long, so I'm so excited. But yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about Dr. Wallach. So who has met Dr. Wallach or heard Dr. Wallach in some way, right? So he is fantastic. I had the privilege of traveling with Dr. Wallach. I've been here for 30 years, so it's been a while, but I've absolutely loved it. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I grew up on a farm. So how many of you are farmers or, okay, so you understand farming, which I absolutely love. So I was very blessed to grow up on a farm. But I really struggled in school. School was very hard for me. I had ADD, ADHD, I had every single thing in the book. And so when I graduated, I did not know what I was gonna do. So I just went out and got a ton of different jobs. And the jobs were fleeting because I didn't really like people telling me what to do, but I had a job, which is what happens with a job. So, but finally at 24 years old, I ended up with the best job I'd ever had, which was an assistant manager trainee at Taco Bell. So I was very excited about that job, and I was so proud of myself that I finally had this really nice job. But come to find out, that is not what happened. But what did happen is we got the food for free. So I would eat the food for free. I gained a lot of weight, and I started having a ton of health challenges. And so what do you do when you have challenges? You talk to your mom. So I called my mom and I just told her, that I'm having all of this pain. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, you've got arthritis. There's nothing we can do but give you painkillers. And so that's what I had when I was very young. And my mom said, listen, I want you to stop the medication, listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and take the pig arthritis pack. And I was like, Mom, I know I've gained some weight, but I'm not gonna take something called the pig arthritis pack. And I will tell you in a second or two about Dr. Wallach and why it was called that back in the day. So I just said no, I didn't want to listen to her, I did not want to do it, but finally, and I think this happens for all of us, there comes a time when we have an opportunity to listen to back in the day it was a cassette tape. My kids don't even know what that is now, which makes me laugh. But listen to something or someone tells us about an opportunity and we get to a place in our life where we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and so we will do something that we wouldn't necessarily do. So I did listen to that cassette tape, and it really resonated with me, and I really believed the things that Dr. Wallach was saying. So have all of you guys heard Dead Doctors Don't Lie?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, and that's just the tape that Dr. Wallach made years ago, like 30 years, actually more than 30 years ago, just to explain to people what was going on out there and some of the things that he had found. Now, one of the big things about Dr. Wallach is that he's a very interesting guy because he knows all about soils, right? The soils that we have. He also became a veterinarian, so he knows everything about animals. And then he had the opportunity to do over 20,000 autopsies, and he found and realized that all diseases, okay, so we're just gonna lump them all together, diseases, dis-ease, so anything in your body that's not great, that's not healthy, then all of those things can be fixed by taking the 90 essential nutrients. And so that's what he found. Now, a long time ago, people were able to get those in their food, right? But now, there's nothing in the soil, so there's nothing in our food. The soil has been farmed, completely farmed out for years and years. And so what we're seeing is some of these diseases are happening more and more to younger kids, right, to kids when they're young. And so Dr. Wallach has always been on a mission for years. So I met Dr. Wallach, I did start taking the pig arthritis formula, which, by the way, he named, in the early days, he named all of our products animal products because he was a veterinarian. Okay, so we had the pig arthritis formula. We had the duck diabetes pack. And my favorite, which was really great to sit down and chat with someone about, is the ferret fat pack. Okay?
Oh my God.
So when you guys have to go out and talk about the healthy body pack, you are so dang lucky because everyone is excited about that. But it's like, no, Dr. Wallach's a veterinarian, so we had to name all of those things the animal names. So not anymore. It's simply the 90 essential nutrients, right? Or the Healthy Body Start Pack. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that because that really is the foundation of what we want to talk about, or what I'm going to talk about today. And the foundation of where you start on your health journey today. So I did have the pleasure of meeting Dr. Wallach and then going on the road with him. So I traveled with Dr. Wallach for 5 years, and I traveled 340 days a year. So no matter what, it was a seminar every single night, and it didn't matter what happened. He's been in a rollover car accident, hops out, and says, "Get me to the seminar." And we're like, no, Dr. Wallach, you have to go to the hospital. He's like, absolutely not. And he would go, and he always told me the show goes on no matter what. So like a couple of other things that happened, like one time we had all of our computers and everything in a van, and there were 2 vans, and we were all there, and so of course we were running in to eat dinner before we started the show and everything else. Well, somebody, I'm not going to say who, left the van door open.
Not you though. Not you.
It wasn't me, I swear. Like everyone was saying, Sheryl, I know you got out of that side. No, I didn't. It was not me. But everything got stolen. Everything. All the computers, all the products, everything we had got stolen. And I'm like, well, I guess that's it. And Dr. Wallach's like, nope, the show will go on. Get into that, get into the seminar space. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, and back then, kind of our system, because I really believe in a system, and like it's really easy to share the things that you know about if you have some sort of a system set up. So Dr. Wallach would speak. This was our system. Dr. Wallach would speak, and he'd be up there, and he would speak and speak and speak for like 6 hours, and I'd be in the back going, okay, you're done. It's 12:30 in the morning, but people would still be there. Right? They would still be there, and they would still be interested and excited about what they were learning. So then they would get up and they would ask Dr. Wallach questions. Then Dr. Wallach would ask them a few questions just to kind of figure out what it is they needed. So then he would tell them, you need not the Healthy Body Start Pack, you need the duck diabetes pack. So then they'd come out, and there would be like 10 of us, and we would get the products for the people. Right? So I saw over 5 years, and of course now it's been 30, but over 5 years, I saw thousands and thousands and thousands of people get better.
Yeah.
Thousands. And we'd go back to the same places, right? Every year. And I would meet these people, and I knew they got over every disease you could possibly imagine. And the interesting thing to me now is that there's about 5 or 6 new diseases every single day, right? So we've got all sorts of new diseases, but I promise you that over 900 diseases can be taken care of just with this foundation and a few other products that Longevity has. But again, it all starts with the 90 essential nutrients. So I'm gonna talk to you guys. Well, first of all, go ahead, Joy. You can pull up like you can do the problem because I'm going to go super fast over those and get to the 90. Well, I'm just going to show them what we use as our system now. So like go up, step 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to briefly, the next one. Yeah, that one. So what we do is we educate, but how do we do exactly what Dr. Wallach did, right? But he cannot travel as much anymore. And so we have to do it ourselves. So we're going to educate him with Dr. Wallach. I'm not going to stand up and talk. I probably could for 5.5 or 6 seconds. But I'm not, because he makes so much sense and he's so good at it. So we educate him all with Dead Doctors Don't Lie and just talking about that. Then we have him fill out a health evaluation. That's just helping people understand what their score is. If you guys want to use that, wonderful, it doesn't cost anything. If you don't want to use it, no big deal. But if you'd like to, you get to know your health score. And I thought that was going to be for me to be able to help you, but really what I found is it's for the person to understand what they're going through, right? And we ask them their goals because I want to know who I'm talking to and how I can better help them. Now, what I used to do is say, listen, I got you, I know exactly what you need, and I'm gonna get it for you, and that's all. Thank you, and great. But how do I even know what Forrest needs, right? I don't know. So I wanna talk to him, I wanna find out what his goals are, and just find out what his health score is. The other thing I love about this is that with a health score, you can tell if you're getting better. Because Dr. Wallach would always say, Sheryl, people get better, they forget what was going on, and then off they go. So if we can continue to show them, hey, you're getting better, this is working for you, then it's great, and it helps them. And then we just help them, we equip them with whatever program, which now is what we're gonna talk about, that we put them on. Now, I don't care what the problem is, I don't care who the person is, I don't care anything about that. What I do care about when we start is that you need the 90 essential nutrients, right? No matter what, because this is the foundation. And you're never gonna build a house and put a beautiful window in it or a lovely staircase if you haven't built the foundation. So it's always the foundation. Okay, and the way I like to remember it is the 90 is in the middle, and I love to think about the sunflower. Because what I found is that if you can give someone an easy way to think about it in their mind, then they're gonna be able to remember it better. So it's always the 90, and then we can add some wonderful things to it depending on what we found out about that person. And you guys, the best thing for me, I used to like try to get the old fire hose out and really give it to people, and I wanted to tell them all about everything I knew, right? Yeah, everything. And people are like glazed over by like 10 minutes, and I'm still excited and chatting with them. So I just like to just real simple, you know what, it's the 90, and if they've listened to Dr. Wallach, they know what it means. They know what that's all about and how great it is and how much it will be able to help them, right? And so you can add anything. And so I like to ask people right off, well, what's your number one health goal? They know what their health goal is, but I need to find that out from them. So, and then there's the 90 right there. It's the 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and then the 2 fatty acids. So it's all of those together. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, so I love this because it's gonna kind of let them know what's gonna happen in their body with the 90 as they take the 90. Because I think when some people start, there's a bit of a detoxification process, right? So and I was talking to this lovely girl here, and she was telling me that exact thing, right? Because when you start, then it detoxes you, which is fantastic because that's something that we really want to do. So you guys can just read through that. If you want to take a picture of it, that's great. But it just kind of lets you know, like your energy rises. Day 7, inflammation drops, sleep deepens, which is super important. Day 14, brain fog. Do you guys have people who talk to you about brain fog, things like that? So that's great, but that's gonna clear in 14 days. And the thing I like about this too is it's super important when you're sharing the message, whether you're doing the business or not. I don't think that's that important. I think there's people out there that you know that really need to hear just a simple message from you, right? So if you're like, you know what, I'm not doing the business, that's okay. You can still share, hey, it's the 90, and listen to Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and we'll get you started on something that's really gonna change your life, right? So very simple. But the thing too that I wanted to remind you guys about is the 90 days, right? It can't just be 30. It can't just be, 60. It really is. There's something special about that 90-day mark. Now you're gonna see all of these things before that, but I just think it's really important to remember that it's actually all the 90 essential nutrients for 90 days will take care of 90% of your problems. So that's kind of the way that we like to say it. Okay, I think, that's just these are some other things that we just talked to people about. And you guys, if you want to know anything more in depth, because we do have some other things that we do in the States and that I do, then you can just ask me, hey, I'm interested in that, or I'm interested in this, and I can talk to you about that a little bit later, because we don't really have enough time today to talk about those different things. But are there any questions for me? Okay, awesome. Well, that's really good then.
Thank you,
That's
Sheryl.
awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheryl.
Yes, thank you.